Hey, everybody. I wanted to quickly go over what an entity is so we can really get going on this week's deliverable. If you browse yourselves over to Ponder 8, it will describe kind of what an entity is and how to identify it. Basically, an entity is we're going to want to break each one of these requirements down into the little minute parts. They could be classes, functions, variable levels, any of that. All those are entities. It says right here, okay, the process continues until the entire system is specified to the class, function, or even variable level. So that should give you an idea what an entity is, how we're going to do this. Come over here to this document, to Ponder 8, and go ahead and read through that. The IEE document, IEEE, is it's almost worthless in this respect. So there's a couple of things that we needed to get done. Let me find the right spot. Apologize here. I can't get into the menu bar here is in my way. I'll do this. Okay. So the catalog, we're responsible for 3.6, the design constraints of the SRS. Thank you for whoever did this right here. I don't know if that was our team or if Scott went and did that, but if it was one of you, thank you. That's helpful. I went through and I did one just as an example. I kind of wanted to get my head wrapped around exactly what it is we're supposed to do because I'm a little bit confused on it as well. So that's 3.6.31. So here's our design constraints in SRS. It's page 32. Okay, so copyright law, that's the one that I just chose to do. 3.6.3.1. This is all about binding the user to a copyright agreement. So we'd want to think, how are we going to do that? How would we break that down? Well, we're going to need a class to handle that more than likely. As you guys are going through this and further breaking it down, well, what should be in that class? What kind of methods maybe? What kind of variables? And just break it down as best as you can. And when we break it down, somebody earlier on one of the other tabs was actually putting the raw requirements link here, and that's not what we want. We want the SRS just like it is right here. So you're going to put your name, you're going to go to the spot that you're going to work on, and you can have multiple spots here. 3.6.3.1 can have multiple sections. It's okay. So I put my name in there, the entity name, it's okay. Just do the best you can here. All right. Nobody really knows what they're supposed to do here, but just a way of so we can track what it is. Give the entity description. What is the entity supposed to do? What's it there for? And then it was suggested, I added this right here, justification and rationale. Go ahead and enter right here why you put it there. Simple, sweet, just so we know, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's why I put it here. Like for this, I just said, well, the users have to have the ability to sign up for a copyright agreement. Therefore, a class, we should have a class to do that. So really, really easy to do. The hardest part is trying to break everything down into its small entity components. We really need to get to work on this. We've already had 2 days. I'd like to see quite a bit of progress done on this today, tomorrow, and the next day. We should try to do as much as we can. I'm not sure what else we're going to have to help Scott with. He may end up giving us more things to do as he understands his assignment for this week as well. So anyways, as far as our meetings go, we usually have our meetings at 1 p.m. Mountain time on Fridays. If that is not going to work, please say so, so we can overcome that challenge. If you cannot make the meetings, make sure you say so. It's okay if you can't make the meeting. I'm not going to give you a poor ranking for that because you didn't make the meeting. Only if you didn't make the meeting and you didn't tell me in advance, or sometimes stuff happens and you can't say anything in advance. If you don't explain it quickly, then yeah, you'll get a poor ranking. But otherwise, that's why we record the meetings. Okay, I can't make them all the time either, and I'll have one of you, if it comes up again, I'll have one of you, host the meeting, conduct it, and record it. No big deal. That's why we record it, so we can come back and we can look at it. Slack is our main method of communication. Make sure you are really active on Slack. Scott's going to be looking. I'm going to be looking. And it will really affect your stack rank if you're not active on Slack and you're not responding and you're not engaging. Also, Scott's going to be looking at who's editing the documents and who's actually putting work in, and that's going to filter in there as well. Make sure you're talking to each other. Communication is going to be the greatest obstacle for us to overcome. And if we have great communication, it will be a breeze. We'll get through this really well. So I like short meetings. So I'm going to stop right now. You guys have a good Wednesday.